Chris Kelly, just a simple tutorial of your Peak Fitness Shoulder Program. The shoulder program consists of both a pre-workout foam rolling and stretching routine and then a post-workout corrective exercise routine. When performing this in your off days, you would perform the foam rolling, the stretching, followed by the corrective exercise. You could also break this up where you do the flexibility work at the beginning of the day and the corrective stuff at the end of the day. But with that said, for this you're going to need a foam roller, a lacrosse ball, and then we've also taped two tennis balls together. We call this the peanut. Alright, so I'm just going to demonstrate each exercise here. For our first foam rolling drill, alright, we have we're just foam rolling our lats. And what I'm going to do here is just straighten my arm out, roll up and down this area of my upper back. And again, I'm looking to spend about 1 or 2 minutes on each area here. So I'm just pushing up and down. I'm using kind of this foot to propel me along here. And then obviously I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to move on to my shoulders. Alright, so I've got the tennis ball here. I'm going to place the ball behind my shoulder. Find the spot of restriction. Ooh, there we go. Alright, I'm going to press in. I'm going to tack down on this area, and then I'm just going to oscillate over. So I'm just kind of coming into internal, external rotation here. Once again, try to let the ball sink in while you're moving. Spend 1 or 2 minutes on this area. From here, I'm coming to the front of my shoulder. Alright, I'm going to just put this down right here. Look for the spot of restriction. Find that spot. Sweep up and over. Alright, keep sweeping up and over until you feel the spot start to depress and you make some change. Alright, from here, we're moving to the upper back. Okay, for the upper back, I can either put the tennis balls here, starting at about right below the bra line, ladies, for guys, right at the kind of the mid back here. Again, and I'm just crunching up and down in this thing. I'm going to do about 10, move up, 10, move up, etc. until I get to the base of my neck here. Okay, or with a foam roller, I can simply extend my back over this, right, like I'm about to do a sit-up. Right, and I'm just coming up and down, just again, spending about a minute on this area. Alright, now from here, we're going to go into our band stretches, okay, and our mobility drills. Alright, for our first mobility drill, I'm going to perform what's called an arm sweep. Alright, with the arm sweep, I'm just going to come onto my side here, pulling the leg to one side, start with my hand under my butt, and just sweep up and over so my arm is just sweeping up. Kind of come to the top to the point where my arm starts to come off the floor, sweep back down. Once again, I'm just looking for about 15 to 20 reps on each side, 1 to 2 sets. Then I switch sides. All right, from here I'm going to go into a wall slide. All right, with that, I'm just going to get my back up against the wall, press in, tighten my abs, push up and down. The goal is to keep the back pressed into the wall the whole time. Keep the arms pressed against the wall. Just come up as high as you can while keeping the arms in the wall and come back down. Again, these are progressive drills, so this is something that you can work on that range of motion. Keep pushing up. Try to get a little bit more range of motion with each push. All right, so for our next exercise, we have an overhead, what we call overhead band pull. All right, with this, I'm just going to open my hand up so it's facing in this direction. All right, so I'm pulling overhead. All right, and I'm just leaning down until I feel a good stretch here. Just oscillating, kind of moving this through the range of motion, trying to reach all the way overhead and leaning down. I'm just spending about a minute here and a minute on the other side. All right, for our last oscillation here, I'm just going to turn the band this way, twist across my body. I'm feeling a good stretch here in my shoulder. Again, I'm just holding for about a minute on each side. All right, so that's our flexibility program. For our corrective exercise program, we just have 3 simple moves here. All right, with this, our first is what we call a band external rotation. I'll just come this way a bit so you can see me. All right, now I'm holding one hand on my side. Okay, I'm putting my hand on the opposite shoulder so I'm not using my neck. I'm just rotating this way. You can also put your hand here. Okay, but we're looking to move just from the shoulder only, so move very slowly with this. This is not a strength training exercise per se. We're working stabilizing muscles here, so move very slowly. Pause at the top. Pause at the bottom. All right, perform prescribed reps and sets, and move to the other side. All right, our next exercise is what is called a dumbbell scaption. All right, with this, once again, move very slowly. Shoulder blades are down and back. Move just to about 90 degrees, and come back down. All right, thumbs are up, and just the key here is moving slowly. Don't move with little effort. we're not trying to squeeze our muscles or grip with this. We're just moving slowly in a controlled range of motion. Pause it a little bit below 90 degrees, so below the shoulders. And again, perform for prescribed reps and sets. All right, for our last exercise, we have what is called a shoulder shrug. So I'm going to start here in a plank position. I'm just dropping my shoulders and pushing them apart. All right, squeezing together, pushing apart. Okay, this can also be performed, make this a little bit harder by coming into a plank position. Down, up, down, up. Once again, you should feel this between the shoulder blades versus anywhere else like the lower back. Okay, so you're going to perform the corrective exercise after the workout, the stretching, the flexibility before the workout. All right, I'm looking for or on your off days as prescribed.